everyone, thanks so much for stopping by to the Crafty Maven Getaway once again. This is Cany from Cany Nails and Craft. Today I'm here with another Spotlight Sunday, which is basically we get to share with you a little bit about ourselves, and this way you get to meet us and get to know a little bit about where we come from and what we like and all of that stuff. So I'm just not gonna make it very long. I tend to make my videos very long because I talk a lot. I like to talk. So if you're not familiar with me or my channel, I have a YouTube channel and it's called Cany Nails and Crafts. I'm a nail technician, so I do nail tutorials and scrapbooking tutorials in my channel. I like to create a lot of stuff, personalized stuff like shirts and last time I did an apron, which it was a giveaway, and we already got the winner. We just have to contact that person and send it to them. And I like to do personalized mugs, cups, anything that you can personalize yourself. And I like to create a lot of different things. I like to paint canvases and scrapbooking. I love scrapbooking. Scrapbooking is my favorite hobby, as well as nails too, because I love doing nails, anything that has to do with art. So that being said, I will have all the information about me and my channel on the description below, and let's just get to about me. I'm 31 years old. I have a 9-year-old daughter, and like I said, I'm a nail technician, and I also have a full-time job. So this is why lately it's been a little bit hectic as far as like making new scrapbooking videos, because I don't have a lot of time. But I love creating for the Crafty Maven Getaway, and I am so grateful that Hannah Lemieux gave me the opportunity to be part of the design team. So we'll see how that goes. And a little bit more about myself. I always loved scrapbooking. I think that I was about 15 years old when I started, when it was like my first impression of like scrapbooking was about, and I always liked it. But scrapbooking, as we all know, it's a little bit on the expensive side. So when I was young in high school, I didn't have quite money to buy anything. So I never really started scrapbooking. I never did an album or anything, but I did took a lot of pictures, and places that I went, I always imagined the pictures to be in an album and some sort of title and sticker and stuff like that. So I always had the idea of what scrapbooking was. I just never really got to it. A little bit later in life, when I was able to buy stuff, I started little by little, and YouTube was like huge, because I knew what scrapbooking was, but I didn't know a lot of stuff. What was good to buy at the time, what was like in, and so on. And that's where I started. And I think I followed a couple of channels, and I was in love with what they were doing, so I started buying little by little. I don't scrap as much as everyone does. I think I do maybe 5 layouts a month, if any. It's, you know, it's life. Sometimes I see in other channels like, oh, they did 30 layouts, and I'm like, oh my god, how do they do that? Because I can never finish more than a couple. But I try, and I enjoy doing it when I do it. Sometimes I do it in different, I will start it and I'll leave it there for a couple days, and then I go back to that. And so that's basically how I started scrapbooking. I always had the idea of what I wanted to do in scrapbooking, and I always had the intention of creating a scrapbook, but I never got to it until when I was like maybe 27 years old. So I actually been only scrapbooking about 4 or 5 years, and I don't have a lot of albums or layouts finished completely. And my style definitely has changed throughout, and don't mind me if I'm looking that way, because this is my first time recording, like FaceTime recording my face. It's very nervous, like I never done this before, and I'm just trying to look at the camera, make sure I'm not looking somewhere else. But yeah, that's how I got started with scrapbooking. I've always been involved in anything that has to do with art. When I was in high school, I used to paint and draw people, and that was one of like my biggest thing. I used to draw at nighttime, and I will do, you know, canvases for school and stuff like that. So art and decorating and designing and all of that stuff has always been in my life, and it's also going to be in my future life because I'm going to school to be a graphic designer. So that's another thing that, you know, might slow down a little bit the scrapbooking as far as making videos of scrapbooking, but I do enjoy doing them. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of what my different scrapbooking pages look like from when I started. You'll see that they're very plain till now. So I'm just going to grab real quick an album that I have somewhere around here. I think I left this somewhere. Oh, it's right here behind me. And I have a couple pages in here that I want to share with you. And I know that a lot of the girls, when they do this video, they show their scrapbook room. My scrapbook room is so small. It's actually my daughter's walk-in closet, and it's very messy. You don't want to see that. So I'm not sure about like incorporate like a little clip of just a walkthrough of my room, just to give you an idea of what it looks like, or maybe like to give you an idea of what, if you have like a space and you can, you know, make it your scrap room. So let me just pick up the first couple pictures here. So this is what my first couple layouts look like. As you can see, they're not much. I think the first things that I bought, it was like one of those self scrapbooks, like books that come with the stickers and stuff like that, and I have some of those really funky scissors as well. They cut the scallops and like the chevron and all of that. So yeah, that's what my scrapbooking look maybe about 7 years ago. I think I did this one's like about that long, and I always scrapbook about my daughter. You can see like this is when she was little. So just a little bit about that. As you can see, they're very plain. There's not much color going on. I didn't know really what to do. I think, like I said, when I started watching YouTube, that's when I got a little bit more into the whole scrapbooking. Then after that, I decided that I needed a Cricut machine because I was in love with everything that everyone was doing. So what I did is that I got myself a Cricut machine a couple years later, and I'm going to try to get this one out. And this is one of my first scrapbook layouts that I did with my Cricut. I cut like the little pieces, all the little stickers, and this is for my daughter's 2nd birthday. And I have another one here. See, this is what I cut, all the Little Mermaid and everything on it. So, and I love creating this type of layout still. I do. They're just a little bit more time consuming, but I love it because I enjoy the part of it takes me time and, you know, relaxes me. I'm not that person that it will like create a layout in like 15-30 minutes. I don't enjoy being in a hurry creating. I think that creating is like a big part of, you know, being like get rid of your stress and stuff like that. And this is one of my favorite. This is my absolutely favorite page, and I created this, like I said, with my Cricut. It has like a lot of little leaves, and like I like to do like scenes, like little, you know, these are like very cartoonish type of layouts, and these are like double page layouts. Let's see that. And now that's like kind of towards the years go by. I have like my book here down here. Now I'm becoming more of a, I love distressings, and if you ever saw any of my videos and the Crafty Maven Getaway, that's where all my layouts go. They're basically distressings. I like a lot of that distress look and antique. I love creating my own background. I'm not a big embellishment person, which is kind of, it goes and comes, because like you saw my other layouts have a lot in it, but I like to create everything. I don't like to go and buy things and stuff, because I have a big stash and I hardly ever use it, so most of the time I create things that I can use. That's my daughter in a dance recital. Sorry about the glare. So this is one of my favorite pages that I ever created. And this is another one. It's like a, my daughter went to the movies, so I created a big popcorn cup, and I popped up the popcorn, and I did like a distressing background. Trying to see the different styles that I have conquered the last couple of years. Okay. So this one I used texture paste and a lot of sprays and stencils, and I created my own title and my own background, as you can see. That's that. So that's a little bit of you know, story of the different type of layouts that I've created throughout the years, and how my style has changed. And like I said, right now I just have not gotten into a lot of scrapbooking, but I've seen amazing things from other girls, especially from the Crafty Maven Getaway. You get like a video every day, so that's a great opportunity for you to have like something to watch every day, so that's really awesome. And I did subscribe to a couple of scrapbook kit clubs. I did the hip kit. I also did Simon's stamps. I had different subscriptions throughout the year, and I canceled them because like I said, I don't quite have the time, and I will have like one kit or two kit sitting on my table and not even open, so I decided not to do that anymore. But I think it's a great idea to subscribe to a kit, because it has everything in there and you really don't have to think about it, like, oh, should I match this, should I match that, or how do I do that, or whatever. I'm also like really big in stamps. Like I have quite a big collection of stamps because I love stamps. I love creating backgrounds with stamps, and I love incorporating any type of stamps, because you know, those are always so much fun. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was a little bit about how I started scrapbooking, and the different styles that I have that I, you know, throughout the years. And I just want to say out, you know, to all of those new girls that are starting, don't stress out if you don't get finished like 30 layouts in a month. Just go with your pace, and like I always said on my videos, you know, do what you can, and not whatever works for someone else might not work for you. You just have to find what really makes you happy, and don't stress out about not finishing a layout in a couple of days. And that's just like the main part, because I hear a lot of people saying, oh, you know, how do they do it? I can't even catch up. You probably will never get caught up in scrapbooking, because you live memories every day. Every day you create a new memory, and you have new pictures, and there'll be like a way to scrapbook that picture, and not all the pictures are for scrapbooking. That's something that I learned, because I have boxes of pictures of my daughter when she was in preschool and kindergarten, and I know that not all of them are for scrapbooking. And I have some of them are scrapbook, some of them are just in a plain album, or do Project Life. You know, Project Life does everyday thing. You don't have to do much. All you gotta do is, you know, put the pictures in pockets and add a decoration if you like. You don't even have to do that. So don't stress about scrapbooking, because scrapbooking is about fun. So that's something that I want to say to all the girls that are out there and they're starting. And another thing, really big thing, don't get discouraged for other people's scrapbook rooms. You don't need that. You don't need all of that stuff. At the contrary of that, you actually do less, do more when you have less, and enjoy what you have. And if you in a day you know decide to grow your stash, that's great. You know, that'll be great. But don't stress out about not having enamel dots, or don't stress out about not having distressings, or some expensive markers, because reality is that if you really want to create memories, you will create memories with what you have, and it'll be okay. So I just want to put that out there, because back in the time when I started scrapbooking and I started buying stuff, I bought probably the whole Michael's scrapbooking area, and I had to throw away a lot of things and detach, and you know, I still have to detach some more and give to my nieces and my daughters so they can play with it, because as the time goes by, there's new things coming out. So if you buy so much of, let's say, this flowers, you know, you know, they're on sale for 99 cents, and you'll buy like 11 or 20 of them, and you spent $20 on flowers. But the truth is that the store's getting rid of them because they're bringing new stuff. So when you see those new stuff, you're gonna want to buy those new stuff. So you don't want to do that. Just, you know, stick to 2, 3, because most likely that's all you're gonna use, those 3 things. Because, like, I don't know, you know, like I said, everyone's different, but me, I like to do different things in every layout. So I don't like to repeat my layouts. I don't like to use the same flowers in my other layout, or sometimes I do use them, but just because I have a stash that I feel stressed out about getting, you know, out. And that's one of the things that I don't like either, stressed out about, like, oh, I have all this stuff and I don't use them and I want new stuff. And so I always say, you know, use use whatever you have, and once you like make a hole in your stash, then you can get new stuff, because scrapbooking, it's very pricey, and sometimes it's just a waste, even though it looks beautiful in your room. I love my area. I love my little corner. I love it, and I come here just to look at the stamps, and that makes me happy. But the important part of all of scrapbooking and anything that you do is that you enjoy doing it, and that you are not stressed about it, because this is supposed to be fun. Just remember always that you're supposed to have fun. That's the main purpose of it. And don't be scared of trying something new either. You know, if you saw a technique or something in someone's video, try it. Don't think like, oh, I'm not too good for that, or it's not going to be as great. It's never going to be the same. I can copy one scrapbook layout from my own and try to replicate it, and it's not going to come out the same, because, you know, and it's okay. You can just try and, you know, get ideas. That's why we're here for, just to like inspire you to do different things, and for you to learn things that maybe you have not tried. So, you know, Mix It Up Mondays are great, because there's always something different other than scrapbooking. Wednesdays, I love Wednesdays too, because they're free flow Wednesday, and they do different things, you know. It gives you a little bit of ideas of what else can you make. And there's like a Sketch It Up, you know, Thursday, I believe is. You know, if you don't feel comfortable doing your own, a sketch is perfect, you know. Go from there. I personally can't sketch because they never come out the same. But that's just me, and but it's a great way to start. So I just want to say thank you so much, and I hope you guys really like this video and got to meet me a little bit more. This is like the first video that I have ever done face to face, not even in my channel. You always see my hands, and that's that. So I just wanted to, you know, say thank you guys for stopping by and, you know, spending some time with me. That is always great, because all the ladies that do the videos, they put a lot of effort, and we want to watch their videos because we want to appreciate the work they do. So I'm just gonna say bye, so I don't have to rumble anymore, and I will leave a clip of my scrap room. Just don't look at the floor, don't look at the table. I'm just gonna turn the camera around really quick. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it because it's not clean, and I haven't been in this room in like almost a month. So yeah, so thank you so much, and it was great to meet all of you, and bye bye. In my hand, and I don't have the best camera ever. So like I said, this is my my little corner. It's a walk-in closet, and it's in my daughter's room, and it's might get a little dark because I'm gonna back up a little bit. It's a very high ceiling closet, and it's pretty big. I just have a lot of stuff, and right when you come in, it's all of that. It's vinyl and paint that I use for silk-screened shirts, and all the shirts and aprons and all of that stuff that I create with my Cameo or my Cricut. And as I walk in, I have a desk that I purchased at a dollar store, like a thrift store, and it's very messy, guys. Like I said, just don't, maybe I'll do an updated video of how it looks clean. But it's that I have not have time to really clean anything, so that's one of the things. But I have a lot of bags and stuff that I have purchased as well. So this is what the top looks like. It has very high ceilings, like I said, and I keep my albums over there, like spare albums and stuff like that. I also do a lot of frames, and so I buy frames when they're on sale, and I keep them and I put them up there. Whenever I need one, I just grab them. And this is my desk, and it's very messy. I have one of those caddies, and they have that outlight, I think it's called. And right behind there I have all of my embossing powders, and I have in my wall, I have all the people that I love. I have more people that I love, but they don't all fit in my wall. So I have all my nephews and nieces that I raised. They grew up with me, and that's my family. I have 7 sisters and 2 brothers, and that's some of them. That's when my sister got married, and that's a school art my daughter did for me, and that's a picture of me when I was a baby. Well, it's not baby, but I was like 7 years old. That's my brother, my little brother. No, not so little anymore. I have this like file places where I have some cardstock, and this right here is full of embellishments, and you see some foil and stuff like that. This one is full of stuff from Heidi Swap and full stuff. The top one has like 12 by 12 cardstocks, and the bottom is very messy. Like I said, it's full of paper. The very bottom is like a file cabinet, and it has full of kits that I have not used. Like I say, guys, I have a lot of stuff and I don't use them, so keep in mind when you go shopping. I have the wall of flowers. I have more flowers than those. I just don't have them there because they don't fit. The little drawers, they have some blings, some rhinestones, some pearls, and stuff like that. I used to be a Close to My Heart consultant, so I have most of their inks from back in the time when I was. And those are spray paints, some inks. Then I have some inks there, more inks, and I have some acrylic daubers right there, more inks on the bottom. Then I have all of those are, what are they called? I can't think of them. Stickles or pearls, or, let me get close to. Yeah, they're stickles and pearls and stuff like that. Like I said, I purchased them, a lot of them, and to this point I don't even resume them. Those are some inks from Stamp of Life. I have some punches in there. They're not very used. I have 3 drawers full of punchers that I don't use. All of those are reinkers. Then that little corner right there has like some paints for glass. I have a sticker maker. I'm sorry. And then I have canvases. Same thing with the frames. I buy a lot of canvases because I make a lot of them. And I just store them because whenever I need them, they'll have some. Those boxes have extra stuff that I don't use as well. And all of those are containers from the dollar store that I got a while ago, and they have all of those are Close to my Heart stamps, and this one Close to My Heart is full too. Then I go down, and this is a lot of the stencils that I have. Then I have all of this are Stamp of Life and some Stampin' Up. This is like 6x6 paper pads, little stamps over here. All of this is full of dies, and there's like another container in the back full of dies. I have a bunch of ribbons in there, and that's my Big Shot. And that container right there, all the way down, is full of stuff as well. So, like I said, there's a lot of stuff in this little room, and it hasn't been fixed and cleaned and put things, well, it's clean, it's just not put away how they're supposed to. And I have, there I have alcohol markers, clean markers, I have distress markers, and I have a lot of different stuff in there too. And this over here I have more stamps, and there's more stamps in the back. And I used to have here my cameo. I just took it out because this thing is falling apart, so I took it out. And then I put my mink in this one, and then I have my Cricut over here, and then I have this container full of dies for my Big Shot over there. And there's like another storage thing, and it has a lot of my Stampin' Up inks and glitters, and I also have my big brush markers from Faber-Castells. I also have a lot of gelatos and more punchers, and yeah, it just goes around, and you don't want to see the floor because the floor is really bad. And I have this caddy here with my crocodile, my tiny attacher, ink tools. I have my computer here, my Mac, then my mink is here because I've been using it. I switched from the Jetty to the blue microphone because the Jetty fell on my toe and it bruised really bad, and I didn't like that I was always falling in my toe. And I have a lot of the gel mediums, paste, a lot of little clips. Yeah, so that's just I also have some backup tools, blending tools. And yeah, so that's my very messy room. I really hope you enjoy this really quick and get an idea. Maybe you can use some empty space you have and convert it in your scrap room. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.